Hello, everybody, and welcome back. So, earlier tonight, I had to introduce a character on the fly because he joined our Discord and he's already previously invited to our games and had played in one-shots before, but I never had to introduce a character on the fly that fast before. And so one of the things that I've been researching tonight for about the last hour or so, been trying to figure out, is how to accurately program a pre-made character sheet so that I can duplicate them, add in the unique information to them, and then just go. So one of the important things that I thought would be important for the rest of you who are trying to run your own custom games or homebrew games that use macros would be to use this here, and I got some music in the background, so I'm just going to turn that a little bit. But what we got here is the stats. This is the abilities. This is the abilities page for Doran Thorn. I told Thane that I would macro his character sheet out so it would be easy for him to run it tonight. And so I'm working on that. But the important part is taking these numbers here from your 12 stats for the FAR pages and transferring them over into usable macros that we can use here. Now, granted, these abilities are not going to show the original skills, but they are. You could add skills on top of these, but these buttons will just make it easy for us to go ahead and roll the character stats. So, for the sake of the characters or the players' ease of use, we're using proficiency points. I just don't like putting PP up there because it just saying it sounds funny, and I spelled that wrong. Shit. There we go. Proficiency points. So this one is really not important to the programming of a Roll20 character sheet. This is just something for someone who's running their character from this page will be able to, just, subtract it. Real easy. Just, up and down it. The ones that we do need are vitality, strength, defense, knowledge, resilience, etc. All the way down to the lowest one. And so we'll start in that order. You can see I already had just a standard D16 and a D20, but I also added in vitality check, and we're going to retitle all of these individually. Now I already have the macro for vitality, thank goodness. Took me a little while to figure out, but once I figured it out, I had to make a video about this right away, just in case for some odd reason someone would find my video easier than they would find someone else's video. I actually ended up referencing a video from 2013 that showed the creation of a 3rd edition, I believe it was Dungeons & Dragons character sheet before they actually had an official one that was already pre-programmed in HTML and C++ or whatever that stuff is. Because I'm not a programmer. I'm sorry. I'm an accountant. Yeah. All right. So what we want to do here is a strength check. Strength check. Why can't I spell tonight? It's too late at night. All right, so we have a strength check. So what we're going to do is, so for the standard strength check, most characters will roll a d16. I'm going to be programming 2 separate macros, and what we will do is rolling a standard check, and we're going to go down here and then rolling a skilled check. Alright, so what we're going to do is now I can put in the macro /r space 1d16, because everyone uses, for all standard checks, we use, for all standard checks in the FAR pages, you use a d16 rather than the d20, which is the most common. D20, d6, d4, the more common tabletop role-playing games. I wanted to be different, so I used a D16 instead. But skilled checks still use a D20, and that's what makes the game kind of fun. Is rather than rolling twice and leaving it up to the odds more, there's a little bit less randomosity in what you can and cannot roll between a skill and a standard check for everyone, or at disadvantage if you, for some reason, have extreme disadvantage. So what we'll do is that, and then we'll put the plus symbol with no spaces, if I could actually hit it properly, and then we will do at, and then we're going to capital S, and then we're going to do strength. No, that was incorrect. S, strength. There we go. Now, we're going to go down here, and then we're going to do / roll. Again, 1. Now, you wouldn't have to usually do this for most, campaigns and stuff that you roll. You'd only have to have the character roll once, or if you wanted to have the game automatically roll for advantage or disadvantage and have roll it twice, like 5th edition does, you could just have the same macro 2 times in a row, separated, and it would produce 2 rolls, and then the character could automatically choose visually which of the 2 rolls they would take. So what we'll do here is roll a skill check is 1d20 plus at strength. Now, for the sake of this and making it really simple for everyone going forward, I'm also going to add rolling a disadvantage strength check. Now, let's see here. I think that would make it more. I'm gonna try this just to see how it rolls out, because I haven't actually done this entire format yet. I've just done the actual macro. So we're gonna go ahead and / if I can actually hit the right button, R 1d12 and no plus at strength. There we go. All right, so now this should be done. Now I can click the roll button for a strength check, and it actually rolled disadvantage, standard, and skilled. It just did all 3 of them. Funny thing enough, though, it rolled a natural 1 on the d20, which was hilarious. Rolled a maximum, rolled a 12 in the d16 and in the d12. So overall, the macro works perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. I wish it didn't necessarily it's okay that it displayed. I kind of wish I knew how to program it so that it didn't actually display the whole code, or at least, roll what it rolled. But I do like, what I got there. So to make this easy for yourself, that's what's problem right there. All right. I'm gonna do weak. Do a weak check. That keeps it short and simple. So rolling it again, you can look down in the corner. Actually, I just realized I'm just gonna move this over here, so you can actually see these rolls over here. The skill check was a 22. Standard check was a natural 1 for a 6. And the weak check was a d12 plus 5 for an 11. Fascinating enough. It's pretty standard. Nice and random. But what we're going to do now is go ahead, select all this, copy, and then check mark. Now, every time you program a new ability, I'll just go ahead and delete the... I can delete one. But in order to add, if you have all of these filled with macros, all you have to do is add, and it will make another ability at the bottom. And that's ability 10 for whatever reason. And I already have a new ability in. That's kind of hilarious. But we have D16, D20, vitality check. Let's go ahead edit this, and we're gonna change this to V. Edit, dang it, no, undo. Capital V. And at V, let's see here. Is it having problems? Plus at V. Let's see if I can just program it manually. D12 plus 6. Yeah, it worked. It worked perfectly. I don't know why. For whatever reason, when I copied and pasted, it didn't work. But I'm just gonna go ahead and Control V, get rid of the weak check, and then change all of these manually to vitality. And there we go. That should automatically roll the 3 rolls. Weak, standard, skilled. D12, D16, D20. Yeah, perfect. That is exactly what you want. And then you click it done. I will end up going through here and I will end up changing all of these over. And then also writing macros in a basic character character sheet so that people can duplicate them and share them blank so that characters can actually work all of their skills and everything from the base up and ready to go. I hope this has been helpful. I'm going to continue programming. I'm going to end the video here. I didn't want to make anything really super long. I just want to make something short and sweet and hope that everybody who, eventually once I title and describe this video and find it on YouTube properly, hopefully anyone else who finds this can find this useful as well. Thank you for watching.